Hey, this is Majin, and here's my comic pull list and mangas for April 4th, 2018. I actually got a lot of different stuff today. First up is the CD by a band called Bandmade. They're a rock band from Japan. It's all female band, and they dress as maids, but they're really good. I mean, it's not well. Yes, an image comes to mind of them being really stupid and bad, but they're actually really good. Highly recommend. Next up, I got the opening and closing songs for Darling in Frax. They come with there's two discs. There's like a DVD thing that comes with it as well, and it just comes with music videos and stuff. I really like the show so far, so I figured, all right, I'll buy that. Next up is manga. Magical Girl Sight, Volume 2. Volume 1 was awesome. I gotta do a video for that one later. How to Build a Dungeon, Book 2. Goblin Slayer, Volume 1. Now, look, if you're not happy with Marvel, and you have a little extra money, buy Goblin Slayer. Just be mindful of the warning label at the bottom. There's lots of bad stuff in here. There's goblins having their way with the women. There's arrows going into goblins' eyes. It's fantastic. This story is just the best. It's basically, there's a guy. Well, I'll do a full review later. But I'm just telling you, if you got an extra few bucks, Goblin Slayer. I can't even really show you too much because I could pull the wrong page and disaster. But I mean, there's just so much carnage. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's an amazing story. And then I also got Infinity Force. Infinity Force is basically a team-up book, manga, so to speak, where you got Gatchaman, Kashan, Hurricane Polymer, and Tekkaman. And there's the one character from every group. Well, Gatchaman's the only one that has the multiple people. But they basically form together to fight forces of evil type thing. There's an anime floating around on Viz, but I figure I'll get the manga instead. Alright. I only got 2 comics today. That's how bad Comic Week was. First up, Batman, number 44. This is, I don't want to. I get what the spirit of the book is, and the story, and I don't really want to harp on it too much because I understand the intention of everything. It's basically Catwoman is, being Catwoman. She sneaks off into the middle of the night. And she's looking for her wedding dress. And so she breaks into a establishment that sells dresses, and she tries them on, each one on, until she finds what she likes. It's not like Selena Kyle would do that during the daytime legitimately. She's Catwoman. But while she's doing that, you see Batman and Catwoman throughout the ages. You see there's all sorts of I guess you can say points in time where you can kind of see where the direction of the relationship is going type thing. There's this part here where she's escaping and she's like, oh my gosh, the wall is going to break and it's going to fall on Batman and I can escape, but she goes back and she saves Batman. So, there's this love-hate thing that's been going on. And, while I'm reading this, I'm just going, oh my gosh, how is she going to... She can't take the dress. You know what I mean? Because if she finds the dress that she likes, she pays for it, right? Then they know a dress is missing. And the minute there's a photo of the wedding online, the dress shop knows Selena Kyle broke into that place and stole it. Or broke in and bought it. And she's not going to buy it. She's going to steal it. And I'm just thinking... it's just you're leading people to the point where they know, like, why is Bruce Wayne marrying Catwoman? You know what I mean? And then villains too are gonna go, why is Catwoman Selena? They know Selena Kyle is Catwoman, but yet she's married to Bruce Wayne, and she's always with Batman. I wonder if Bruce knows that she's having an affair with Batman. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what they're thinking. But in the spirit of the book, it was a nice story. It's just, there's a slight problem with it. Next up is DC's Ghost Rider. Oh, I'm sorry, this is The Curse of Brimstone. Okay, basically what we have here... Okay, before I go into the plot, I will say this. I really do like Philip Tan's pinup stuff that he does. On Facebook, he's constantly posting pictures of his artwork. And it's really good, And his style really goes well with the setting of this story. In that, it's like a coal miners type town. It's very poor. People are leaving. They're dying in town. They're basically born and die in the town. And you're basically trapped. I mean, it's very rare when somebody can get out. And everything's old, dirty, and it's because of the mine. So, like, when you look at the background of, like, the diner, for an example, it has that look, that worn out, old, how it's worn down. It's just beat up. It can't... Nobody has the money to even fix it, or even the will to fix it. So the story centers around this kid. He's in a bad spot. He's not smart enough to go to college. His sister is, but they need money, to go to college. The father was injured in the mines, and he's on disability. But the disability isn't enough to pay the bills. He did have money, but he gave it to somebody else, a neighbor who needed help financially. And the neighbor fell and almost cut his leg off. So now he has no way of repaying the money that was borrowed. Now there's two people that are screwed. So this kid, he's just like, and he's got a truck that doesn't work. So he's like in a really bad spot. And until one day he meets somebody who makes him an offer. I want you to be my salesman type thing. And I'll give you whatever you want. And so the kid says, this is what I want. And he goes, okay. And he basically curses him and turns him into Brimstone, which is this character here. So now you understand why I'm saying it's Ghost Rider. Just like Damage is the Hulk, But anyways, it is what it is. We're at a point in time where we don't have any originality. And we probably won't see originality for maybe another generation or two. Until somebody can just usher us into the next golden age, which won't happen for a while. But overall, I thought it was okay. Well, I thought parts of the story were really cliched and it's really basic, and I really can't see this character turning into a superhero. I am kind of curious to see where it's going to go, at least temporarily, for the first couple issues. This has interested me more than most of the typical Marvel nonsense that comes out. And but I'll give it a try. At least I'll give it maybe 2 or 3 issues. See what happens, or 2 or 3 issues beyond this. And that's pretty much my pull. Not much. Oh, and I did get a freezer from Dragon Ball statue. Very well sculpted. And that's about it. Let me know what you guys picked up, what you guys are looking forward to reading the most. We'll have more stuff later. Like, share. And until next time.